Witam wszystkich serdecznie z tej strony Biklog, a to kolejny odcinek z Hogwartu. Widzimy się po drugiej próbie. I co? I w międzyczasie pozbyłem się wszystkich pieniędzy, które udało się uzbierać na stoły i różne kociołki. Budujemy malwę, żeby można było w końcu łamigłówki Merlina sobie zrobić dla większego ekwipunku, a w tym czasie zajmiemy się samicą Testrala, żeby złapać, mieć z głowy. I gdzie to będzie? To będzie tu gdzieś. Dobra. Miejmy nadzieję, że to się jakoś uda szybko ogarnąć. Nauczyliśmy się bombardy. Nie chcę walczyć z tymi ropuchami i w ogóle są samice chyba. Ustawimy sobie momentowo. Ono tu. To nie będzie łatwe. Tak, coś mi się wydaje. Właśnie. Chociaż mam cię. Że co, i to już? Aha, dupa, nie już. Weź teraz samicę dopadnie. Ha, kurwa, to będzie ciekawe. Wydaje mi się, że na niewidce będzie trzeba to zrobić. Dobra, w takim razie weźmiemy pyk. Że się uda tą samicę złapać. Ja w tym czasie zrobię cięcie, poczekam na nią, może uda się jakoś szybko to zrobić, czy wyląduje już? Poczekamy, dobra. Dobra, zrobimy cięcie, widzimy się zaraz, jak ta samica będzie w legowisku. Dobra. Zamiast czekać, to sobie może... Samiec, czy nie różnią się kolorem może? A, okej. Dobra, nie było tematu. Wystarczyło poczekać chwilę i obojętnie którego złapać. Dobra. Wracamy do pokoju. I ogarniemy to. I pójdziemy do Sebastiana. Może nauczymy się kolejnego zaklęcia. Fajnie by było. Dobra. Smyku, pokaż co i jak. I lecimy dalej.
I've rescued the Thestrals and bought the spellcraft for the pen.
Excellent. Now, to breed your Thestrals, simply release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
I shall. I wonder where I should conjure their pen.
No i mamy specjalne miejsce. Bardzo fajnie. Coraz lepiej pokój zaczyna wyglądać.
Deke never grows tired of the room's surprises. We now have the perfect place for those thestrals. Please let
fine.
Deep know once you've bred them.
Dobra.
Revelio.
Dobra. To jak trójeczka. Dobra, i teraz tak. Zrobimy... Pewnie pod... Nie no, dupa. Wyczaruj zagrodę hodowlaną. Że jak mam to zrobić? Okej. Tym? Wypuść na wolność, przerwij, ukryj menu. Bardzo chętnie bym im wyczarował, tylko że nie mam pojęcia jak to zrobić. Pewnie proste, a ja nie wiem jak. Bym jeszcze pucharem. Właśnie. Akcesoria dla zwierząt. Zagroda hodowlana. Gdzie by ją postawić? Gdzieś tu chyba ją postawimy. W takim razie. Obróć. Obróć. Dobra. Postawimy tutaj. Zagroda, karmnik. W którą stronę to ma być? Powiedzmy, że w tą stronę. Ustawimy sobie tu o tak. Dobra. Wszystko wiem. A, dobra, jeszcze mamy użyć. Nie przeczytałem. Dobra, nieważne. Interakcja. Chyba wszystko tutaj będzie, nie? Prawdopodobnie będę musiał poczekać chyba za 25 minut, żeby skończyć tego questa, czy 30. Zajmiemy się w takim razie czymś innym, potem tutaj wrócę. Albo poza odcinkiem, zobaczymy. Dobra. Bo ja tobie nic tu... Dobra. Zrobimy inną misję w tym czasie. Zobaczymy. Krypta. Przeniesiemy się w to miejsce, zobaczymy. Dobra, daleko raczej to nie powinno być. Prawda? Prawda.
Finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Znaczy, moment. Tu nie mam fast travela czasem do odblokowania. Nie, to jest... Dobra. Ale tu mam.
Levioso!
O, proszę. To zmienimy sobie może tutaj coś. Nie będzie. Bo mi brakuje jeszcze... A nie, dobra, mamy wszystkie sloty na te. Myślałem, że jeszcze jeden jest, żeby sobie zmieniać zaklęcia. Dobra. Seba.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
No, czyli niczego się teraz nie nauczymy
Don't
dopiero
feel
potem.
sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
Nie lubię tego typa jakoś.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, But if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Dobra. W takim razie co? Idziemy na inną misję. Do Imperia nam jeszcze trochę brakuje. To jest... Okej, dobra. Idziemy do Poppy. Zobaczymy, co ona tam wymyśliła w takim razie. Pewnie znowu będziemy musieli chodzić po jakiejś jaskini. Czy coś w tym rodzaju.
What are you up to now?
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Prowadź. Zobaczymy, gdzie dojdziemy. Pewnie będziemy musieli z kłusownikami trochę powalczyć, tylko co my robimy na terenie
Centaur.
centaurów?
Tread carefully.
O, to jest pytanie. A centaury nie lubią, jak im się chodzi po lesie.
Entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is
Mogę
swiftly
ich złapać
losing
do torby?
patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Pogłaskamy, damy papu.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Okej.
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
Są za każdym
I've
razem
noticed
agresywne.
that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
To miejsce widziałem chyba na gameplay, jak coś wydaje.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio.
No dobra.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Or still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this.
No to idziemy dalej w takim razie.
How
W
do
jakim jestem miejscu teraz? Dobra.
interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So
Będziemy
what
mieli
are
co
they
robić
doing
w takim
out
razie, widzę.
Let's take a closer look.
here? They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Wpierdzielamy się na bombie, a nie będziemy się bawić. Chyba, że czekać. A moment. Zamiast lewiosa weźmiemy sobie tutaj tak.
Expelliarmus!
Mam nadzieję, że nikt tego nie słyszał. I kameleona. I na kilku użyjemy Petrificus Totalus.
Nothing to poach in Arranshire except...
Dobrego.
Get up!
Dobra. No coś to zbyt proste jest.
One in Merlin. I heard something.
Always one, isn't there? Except this time it's not just one, is it? It's the whole lot of us, all falling prey to some delusion what seems to have...
Przez przypadek. Chciałem. Okej.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
Kolejny duży namiot pewnie. Bo co innego.
What in Merlin's name?
Smoki?
Are those dragons?
O wow.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. Oh, that's a brilliant idea.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, stroking a bar.
Petrificus Totalus. Revenue.
Dobra, mamy talent. Na pewno chcę sobie w czarną magię go dodać. Talenty. Dobra, i teraz tak. Lecimy po kolei może. Na dłuższy czas, nie ma problemu. To drzewko chcę mieć całe zrobione. Na pewno nam się przyda. Zwłaszcza, że krótce rozdaje na kilku wrogów. Więc na pewno będzie przydatne. z czasem, jak się nauczymy pozostałych 2 zaklęć.
Revelio.
Dobra. Poppy, gdzie poleciałaś?
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will
Są
they join us?
gobliny.
They say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say,
Totalis.
going to regret this trespassing. It seems we may have an intruder in our midst.
Nie widzisz mnie, odsuń się. Dam sobie
I heard
podejść.
something.
Totalis.
Dobra. To mamy.
Revelio.
Złoto przyda się jak najbardziej. I to dużo złota by się przydało. Mamy gryfa. Hipogryfa, sorry. Dobra.
I can see myself getting away from here and not taking a...
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there?
Jakiś potężniejszy smoczek?
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we?
O, to będzie dobre i ciekawe, na pewno.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here,
Revelio.
not with the plans they likely have for it.
Może będziemy mieli swojego własnego smoczka. No nie chcę tak powoli chodzić. Dajcie mi zebrać. Dziękuję.
Hello, Hamura.
No otwiera się. Aha, dobra. Wyciągaj torbę i zabieraj.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact. I think you'll get it out of here.
Ja go nie zauważył. Porzucamy troszeczkę z nich, co?
How's the view?
What have you done?
Revelio.
A mogłem zostawić.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
One less human to fight.
Shall we finish what we started? Marvelous!
Perhaps some nice flowers to grow. Huh?
Bombada.
Pick someone up.
what you've done.
Defender.
Dobra.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Repulsor. Accio. This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Czy będę musiał z nim walczyć? Polecimy na smoku. No nie.
This way.
Ciekawe. Szkoda, że nie poleciliśmy na tym smoku, to też byłoby fajne.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Okej. Nie ma problemu. Na pewno chciałbym się udać do pokoju życzeń po Malwę, żeby zrobić parę zagadek. Merlina to na pewno. A większy ekwipunek zawsze się przyda. Zwłaszcza na takie wyprawy.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Dobra, czyli ostatnie zaklęcie, którego się musimy nauczyć. Zbieramy. Dobra. Jak tam nasze rozmnażanie? Pięć minut. Dobra. W takim razie co to mamy za misję od profesor Weasley? Weź z biblioteki strony przewodnika z księgi. Okej. Kopsniemy się do biblioteki. Nauczymy się tego zaklęcia w tym odcinku jeszcze, a w następnym porobimy zagadki Merlina, albo zrobię to na poza odcinkiem. Zobaczę jeszcze. Póki co to zaklęcia, a reszta to jest Sebastian, tak? Tak. Dobra. Fajnie by było mieć też więcej tych zaklęć. Bo jakby nie patrzeć, nie ma ich aż tak dużo. Na górę.
That book Professor Weasley asked me.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few
Gosh.
questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
If that's the only way I can convince you to give me that book, then let's get it over with.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct! According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Największa. Kafel.
The Quaffle.
That's right! When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
Nie wiem, prawda?
Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind.
Chcę
I put the
książkę
book back
tylko
on
i
the pedestal
wyłącznie.
for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
No cóż, raczej do quizu już nie wrócimy. Chyba że będzie powiązana jakaś nagroda z tym, czy misja. Zobaczymy. W każdym bądź razie nie ma potrzeby, żeby dalej robić jakieś quizy.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait.
No cóż. A, no tak. Trzeba przeczekać.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
No i mamy.
Beautifully done.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Gdzie jadamy? Tu.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Czy... Nie.
Not at all. I'm fascinated by ghosts and, food. And I was interested in learning more about the castle and the surrounding area.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Okej. No, sprawdzimy sobie to jeszcze. No już wiem, do czego się to nam może przydać. Dobra, fajnie.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest.
No
I'll
i...
explain.
Okej. Zobaczymy jeszcze, co to
My
jest.
plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and Bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Revelio. Levioso. Revelio.
Dobra. Czyli tu mamy z tego wszystko. I to będzie na tyle. Chyba w tym odcinku. Ja sobie w międzyczasie porobię zagadki Merlina, żeby zwiększyć ekwipunek. Posprzedaję parę rzeczy w Hogsmeade i widzimy się w następnym odcinku. Także dzięki za oglądanie i na razie.